I can't believe he did this.
Paycheck.
So I think I'm gonna kill myself. I think I'm gonna kill myself. Happy birthday to the silver state with the golden chain and the diamond down. Send my rings to my best friend. Let the rest in a hole in the ground.
Yo, I just want to say before I get into this, thank you to everybody that supported me on the last video and all the love I received on there. I really appreciate all of you. I'm just going to say this before we get into it, that there's going to be heavy redactions throughout this video for what will be pretty obvious reasons as we get into this. But yeah, welcome to my video about how YouTube took down my 3-hour video for complete bullshit. Oh, and thank you to the channel members. I know I put their names in the last segment, but if you want to be a channel member, it's $2 a month. Alright, love you, bye.
Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy.
Yes, my video on the Pettyverse was taken down because it was mass reported by the pedophiles that it exposed. It was taken down within 5 hours of being up. It didn't even get 5 hours. It didn't even get 5 hours. Not only did they mass report my video, but they mass reported all re-uploads of it, then the Internet Archive link that was preserving it, then the Google Drive link that was preserving it, then they mass reported someone who just uploaded the 1-minute intro, then they mass reported someone who uploaded a Google Doc about the video. And there's probably going to be more mass reports that are going to come out in the few days while I'm working on this. The video was taken down for child safety. Child safety. Yeah, there's a big fat strike on it in YouTube Studio that says it's a child safety violation by exposing pedophiles. The reports that were made against it were completely and knowingly false. The people who mass reported it, again, the petty users, the pedophiles, didn't even know what it was that they were reporting. I'm serious. They did not even know what they were reporting. Not only did the petty users not know what they were reporting, but YouTube doesn't know what they took the video down for. They don't know. In YouTube Studio, when you usually get a strike, as people know, I have a pretty colorful history with YouTube.
YouTube is about to delete this dude's channel.
When you get a strike, they will tell you in YouTube Studio where it was in your video where the violation occurred. This time, the timestamp that they give is 0000, as in the start of the video. What's at the start of the video? An epilepsy warning, followed by 20 seconds of a black screen while Kill the Intruder fades in. Why? Well, obviously because the people that fucking mass reported it just clicked on the video and immediately filed the reports. They didn't have a timestamp to report, and YouTube didn't take it down because they made some, conscious, really thought-through decision. They took it down because there were enough fucking reports. That's a pretty strong thing to say with no proof, right? No, except I do have proof. YouTube representatives, when I reached out to them, told me that they actually couldn't tell me what the violation was, that their policies somehow forbid them from telling me where the violation occurred, then deferring to, well, we don't even know. We don't know why your video was taken down. I tried reaching out to them on Twitter, the creator support account. They then said that they would send me an email sometime within 1 to 2 business days. I waited and I waited. They never sent me an email. I verified my email properly. I actually double-checked it because they would go on to gaslight me. Yes, gaslight me. They sent me a DM yesterday saying, if you are having trouble finding the email that we sent you, check your junk folder. Check my junk folder like I'm fucking 70 years old.
What is this, dude? 1995?
To no one's surprise, it isn't in there. They never sent me an email. They were just completely fucking lying, and I sent them multiple times after that saying, hey, you never sent me an email. They are yet to respond. I don't think they're ever going to.
Hi there, I hope all is well with you.
I can definitely appreciate how much you want to restore the video to your channel. Allow me to share with you what has been done. I have raised this to our internal team for review, and after carefully reviewing the video that you appealed, we found that it violates our child safety policy because it contains the sexualization of minors.
Yes, so it took 2 weeks and they still have not given me a single citation for where this occurs. They are just claiming now, at least they're giving me a reason. They're saying that my video sexualizes kids. They are still yet to give me a single citation as to where it does so. All they've said in their conversations with me, with the representatives I've talked to, they've just repeated that I need to see their policies, I need to read up on their policies, because, you know, I guess the violation was just so egregious, not only egregious, but so obvious that they can't even tell me what it is. They're like, oh, you poor soul, you know, he's so lost, he doesn't even get it. He doesn't even see what we're all seeing, you know. Just hit the books, man, you know. Can't help you. Guess what? I did read their policies, and it contradicts everything that they claim my video is in violation of. If you could believe that.
All of the examples given by YouTube for content that would violate their child safety guidelines are things that my video not only doesn't include, but directly opposes.
Content that endangers the emotional and physical well-being of minors is not allowed on YouTube.
Gee, I wonder what video is standing up against people that were endangering the physical and mental well-being of
Minors to be preyed on.
Minor endangerment.
Kids are being preyed on and victimized. Enticement of a minor via electronic device. Groomed and abused. They were groomed into sending illicit pictures. Groomed them into sending. Children are being harmed every single fucking day on this site.
Not only that, but there's another policy on YouTube that should fully excuse whatever bullshit they're claiming I violated. It's called the EDSA. EDSA stands for Educational, Documentary, Scientific, or Artistic Context. It means that a video that, in another context, would violate their community guidelines gets an exception if it has educational, documentary, scientific, or artistic context added. And even though it's like literally the 4th sentence of the community guidelines page, this policy doesn't seem to be distributed equally and skews largely to the major players on YouTube. If you don't have enough traction, they simply won't care enough to treat you or your video with the same decency they give to a major channel. And no, that isn't a claim I'm making off this one experience. As I stated, I've had a very colorful history of YouTube strikes. They've taken down videos of mine that were anti-hate speech for hate speech. They took down a video I made against conspiracy theorists for spreading conspiracy theories. And they even took down a video of mine for sexual content, where the sexual content in question was just another video that I found on YouTube that remains fully playable to this very day.
You will receive a community guideline strike.
If you don't have traction, they do not care about you. That's it. That's why the video's down. That's why they don't care to help me.
However, in the minds of people who hate me, it cannot be that simple. In the minds of people who hate me, it cannot be that this unfair thing happened to me. That can't be the case. This is where I have to address all of the bullshit. People, in spite of this takedown, have started generating a number of like false just rumors about me and about the video, some of which are particularly egregious, and unfortunately it's gonna be like a good chunk of this video that I have to spend fucking debunking. The first one is the, not only I would say most egregious one, but just so vile. Just so vile. Since my video was taken down, people began spreading the lie that I owned CSAM in the production of this video. It started a little bit like this. Someone goes, you censored this recording you had where you were reporting stuff in a Discord server. The stuff that you were reporting, it was depictions of CSAM. It was drawings of CSAM. By recording that and having those frames on your computer, you were in possession of child pornography. That then got extorted by word of mouth into Gone Fishing Has Child Porn, which then somehow got further extorted into Gone Fishing admitted to downloading child porn, which then somehow got extorted even further into these fake quotes where people claim that I not only admitted to downloading child porn, but that I wrote it off as being for journalistic reasons. And that's how you end up with shit like this. People accusing me of a crime, a felony for views. Okay, let's disprove it. I'm just gonna give it to you real easy. All of the recordings images, things shown in the video were censored at their source.
If we click on the file, as you could see, it is censored in the source of the file.
The originals were never saved, certainly not stored. And I find it disgusting that people would fucking claim this, especially given my track record of outlining how I do the opposite.
Here's a video from about 3 years ago where I show how I prove that there is, a CP without actually, screenshotting it. I covered it up with my, with like an object and took a picture of it on my phone so that the actual image was never stored. And I did the same for another instance right here. Here's another video where I found like a Discord server that was actually like distributing CP. And I put like a whole thing on screen, like explaining how I avoided actually documenting any of it or keeping any of it. And here I actually have recordings of that I can just play clips of parts from when I was shooting this very video, the Pettyverse video, where I did actually encounter real images of children, and I had to keep cutting and redoing the footage because, and I explained it in the footage. I'll just play it.
All right, this is gonna be take 3. I'm deleting the second recording there that I just took. I'm going to delete it right now. And I'm going to tell you why I just deleted it, and I'm going to explain to you everything from the other recording that I also had to delete before that. Unknowingly to me, contains illicit content of children. It contains... I'm going to be submitting an anonymous tip form to the FBI about this, because I don't think they know about this site. But the last 2 recordings I've deleted just out of safety for myself, because I don't think they had, like, I don't think any of the images that I incidentally scrolled past were illegal, but I take this very seriously, so I want to I just deleted them because I take the, possession of this very seriously. So even though it was just like an incidental scroll past something, I deleted it.
And to think that people would sit there and see those clips, those censored clips of my reaction to these horrible fucking things.
I don't need to see that. Okay, what the f is this? Can we scroll down to get that image off the screen?
And to think I would save that on my hard drive. I don't know who the fuck you think I am. I don't know what image you have of me in your mind, because that's all it is. You have created a shadow puppet of me. You have created your image of me, and now I have to go toe to toe with your image of me. I'm not even fighting my own actions here. I'm fighting your perception of my actions. It's crazy how I didn't even say a thing about this, and an entire narrative took birth. Took birth? Yeah, the narrative gave birth. Fuck it.
I really just have a way with fucking words, holy shit.
The instances shown throughout the video are censored at their source files. Even the images, I saw people making just ridiculous claims about these, claiming that even though the stuff in the video was censored, again, that I'm such a fucking freak in their mind that I would have the originals just like fucking sitting around on my hard drive somewhere. This is again where I say, who the f*** do you think I am? No, I don't have the fucking originals of these saved. This is what the source files look like. You people need to fucking get out of fucking Candyland. Unreal, dude. So, yeah, hopefully that thoroughly disproves that bullshit. Please stop lying about me for views. Like, look, there are archives of, like, pretty much all of my teen years, the majority of my teen years online. Some of the most embarrassing fucking retarded shit I ever did is out there. And you chose to lie about me? There's shit like this out there. And you chose to lie. This is just one of the lies that people have spread because the video is down. This one was more of just an attack on my character and less of a justification for why the video's down, but the next 2 ones are like people trying to make shitty justifications for why YouTube was somehow right in doing this, taking my video down. This next lie is that my video had links to CP in it. Links to CP.
I can't believe he did this.
I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. It's almost like it isn't true.
The way people word things is just crazy. The way people word things is fucking crazy. Like, by this description, you would think that, like, there was a part of the video where I was like, hey everybody, if you want to see some CP, go to this link right here. We got a free promotional code. You can go to .com/gonfishing to get some free CP. That's what you would think is in the video, by the way these people are fucking describing it. Really, what it is because I said the names of the websites that I was talking about. Yes, actually, that is me linking to CP somehow. And apparently I have to disprove this. Okay.
Yeah, Gunfishing, how fucking irresponsible of you to mention the names of the subject that you were talking about. I mean, come on. What if some innocent fucking person is just like, hey, I want to see some child, and then they go to one of your sites that you left in the video. Then they're just gonna see it. What the fuck, man?
These sites are all locked. You can't just get into them. As if I gotta take accountability for just mentioning the name of the fucking sites I was talking about. Fuck you. Fuck you, seriously, if you think that. There was like one person that I showed in like the Ray part of the video. This is another one of those examples of where people were saying that I owned child because I showed, like, it was under an example of how Ray allows CP on moi. It was under an example of that, of how she allows CP on there, and I showed like the profile of someone from there. Wow, how could I do that so recklessly? Couldn't anyone just then go to that profile and find the images posted there? Oh no, you can't, because that profile doesn't exist anymore. Not only that, but the screenshot, the censored screenshot showing the like message or the post where they, you know, showed like lewd pictures of themselves. I never even saw the original, and I'm thankful I never did. That was sent to me already censored. Not only is just putting the names of the sites not linking to CP, it also isn't a violation of YouTube terms of service. How do I know that? Am I the fucking YouTube whisperer? No, I know that because I have examples. Here is a video by the channel Deadwing Dork from May of last year. It covers the Pettyverse, but really it just goes into a document that was written by the paraphiles. He doesn't actually go on the sites at all, he just kind of reads the document. This video has over 100,000 views. And I'm glad, because that's, I think, probably the biggest exposure that the Pettyverse has ever gotten.
I forgot to mention this, but it's super important. The video was also mass reported by petty users and then reinstated by YouTube when they found that it actually didn't violate their policies. That's crucial context.
This video included the links to like 15 different Pettyverse sites, though. I can put them right here. Not only did it include the links to all those Pettyverse sites, but it actually included examples of instances where petty users had posted real photos of children.
Inevitably, on a site filled with pedophiles, on the site there were images of real children.
Those links are included as well. You can see who posted them and where they posted it. You could follow those links and find the images yourself under this same theory. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like people should have the liberty to, report on things, even if they're a little bit disgusting, even though they may be a bit graphic. People should be allowed to fucking report on things, and that's what the EDSA policies exist to protect. This isn't a call out on him or his video by any means. It's only mentioned here because of the differential treatment. I don't know if you watched carefully in my video, but all of the text that included like explicit content was fully censored. Yes, the text. Everything down to the text was censored. I scrubbed every single fucking explicit word or phrase from the video, and it still got taken down. YouTube has no explanation for the differential treatment here between these two videos. They have no explanation for it. When I talked to their representatives, I talked to a higher up who went by Genesis, This is probably just a language learning model, I'm going to be honest with you, but Genesis told me we cannot compare your video from other channels because each video is evaluated individually, even for the same creator, especially since we are not authorized to do so.
Why do you guys have a community guidelines then? Really? You just, every video, you just evaluate them all differently? Oh, except you don't, because you have a community guidelines where you outline everything specifically. But no, I can't cite two videos that are in the same bracket on the same topic together. You can't compare them. They're incomparable.
Such fucking bullshit, bro. Such utter fucking Candyland bullshit. So, apparently, there's no unifying community guidelines. I guess that just doesn't exist in practice. Yeah, I guess every video is just evaluated differently. Some videos get the unfair, unjust, we're gonna take down your shit for no reason treatment, and some of them get the actual policy that's listed on their site. You know, every video is evaluated differently. Go fuck yourself. Fuck you and the fucking programmer who coded your fucking language learning model. The final of the major false claims that have been spread about me and this video is that my video harassed poor innocent, not even harassed, I'm gonna say the D word here. I'm gonna say the D word. That my video doxed these poor innocent pedophiles.
Won't someone think of the fucking pedophiles? They were just innocent pedophiles, you fucking monster. What did they ever do to you?
This may sound hard to believe, but no, I actually didn't dox any of those people, nor did I harass them. That might actually be hard to believe. I don't know why I said that sarcastically. Again, the video was taken down for child safety, not harassment, and not because of a privacy complaint, i.e. doxing, despite how much they tried to get it taken down for those reasons. In the less than 5 hours that the video was up, I received 2 bullshit, bogus, f***ing privacy complaints against the video, one of which was by AetherDX. It was by AetherDX, who would then go on to claim in a lengthy post on Petty that I semi-doxed them. That's a word that definitely means something. You know when you dox someone, but like, not really. It's real, look it up. Yes, so AetherDX claims that I semi-doxed them. Well, for that, let's defer to the timestamp that they reported in this privacy complaint. The timestamp that they reported is 3813. Let's take a look at 3813, shall we? Oh. You mean to tell me 3813 is a fully censored picture of their face? Like with a black box over it? Wait a minute. So that would mean that they made a false privacy complaint. Oh. Maybe the timestamp isn't what they were talking about though. Maybe they were talking about the super scary things I said in the video. Like when I said the city they live in. I mean, that sounds pretty bad. How am I gonna get myself out of this one? That sounds like doxing gone fishing. Until you realize that the city that they live in has a population of 400,000 people. I semi-doxed you, AetherDX. I semi-doxed you. Really? Just a little bit of a dox? Can we get a visualization of what 1 out of 400,000 looks like? Yeah, I mean, I guess it was a little bit of a dox, you know. I mean, you're pretty much there. I mean, it's like mostly. I mean, you could probably find them. It's just another one of the many false complaints that AetherDX likes to make. AetherDX makes a number of false complaints against people. They used to make false copyright strikes against people who would call them out in the FNF community. Yeah. So this behavior is nothing new. You know who else claimed that I doxed them in this video? Hazel, or as they now go by, Ozzy. Hazel has gish-galloped between claiming that I doxed them and then just claiming that I threatened to dox them and then downgrading to saying that I doxed their general location. Jeez, okay. Well, the first two of which you're saying, which you said the loudest, no matter which one you're sticking by, you are directly accusing me of exposing or threatening to expose a minor's private information online. It's a crime. Hope you have some solid evidence for that. Just kidding, of course they fucking don't. Let's see what I actually said. You're lucky that none of it has been able to follow you into the real world thus far. And I make no attempt of trying to do that. I am not doxing you. Because you're 16.
What? So they lied, dude? What a twist.
But let's get back to that thing that they said. That I said their general location. I said their general location. I doxed them. I showed their general location. Did I really? Did I really, Hazel? You know, if I recall... Wonder what I actually said. Skipping my mind now, cause I'm pretty sure I said fucking Canada. Hazel is a 16-year-old adult-attracted minor from Canada. Yeah, I did. I said Canada. That's your general location? You know how big Canada is? Canada is a population of 41 fucking million people. I'm not doxing you because you're fucking 16. Why the fuck would I dox you? Seriously. You gotta think that I'm Dr. Evil. I'd just like to reiterate, this video does not have targeted harassment, doxing, any of that against any of the predators here. Unless you define harassment thinly as, like, attention that I don't want. Because of course they wouldn't want this attention. I'm calling them out and critiquing them. I imagine it's not uncommon for most pedophiles to not want, you know, the attention of the outside world. So yeah, my video doesn't have any harassment in it, which is ironic considering, you know who has received harassment since I published this video? Me. Oh shit. Take it away.
Alright, so I'm gonna be honest, this part of the video was initially gonna include, like, a montage of all the petty users that have, like, harassed me in different forms over the past 2 weeks since I, first uploaded the video. But then I was like, wait a minute, like, that's exactly what they want. Like, they want me to do that. They want me to do something like that, because then that just makes it all the easier for them to report the video, this very video that you're watching, and get it taken down too. Because, seriously, like, what will happen is if I show their messages of them, like, harassing and sexually harassing me, what will happen is they will then report that timestamp to YouTube, and then some underpaid fucking YouTube moderator will watch it and be like, well, I mean, the stuff that's on screen is sexual harassment, so I'm going to ignore all other context and assume that the person who created the video is the one who's dealing out the sexual harassment, and then they'll take it down. So I can't even do that. I can show you very little of some of the horrible fucking sexual harassment and other forms of harassment that I received from Pettyverse users. I can show you very little of it without risking this video gets removed too. And ultimately, I'm not going to focus on that. I'm in active discussions to get the video reinstated, and if it doesn't go back up, then I'm just literally going to keep making videos on the topic. We'll take it one person at a time. So, I'm not, like, letting these people get away with it. I'm not gonna let these people get away with all the fucking, children that they have victimized. So, yeah. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate everybody that fucking loved that last video and sent me positive fucking messages about it. I read them. I've read them all. Thank you. And, yeah. Paycheck Gang 2K25, baby.